Hey, Max, can you take us through your thoughts about how the enforcement process went tonight and your reaction to Joe Girardi asking for you to be checked in addition to the two other checks that were already done by the umpires?
Yeah, I mean the two checks were, I guess, normal. Umpires. This is new for everybody, but like, hey, they're checking your hat, they're checking your glove. You're ready for them to check your hands. Like I wasn't, just using rosin tonight, so wasn't doing anything. That's all fine. And obviously Girardi, for me, it's kind of confusing. If you watch the bomb at bat, I almost put a 95-mile-an-hour fastball in his head because the ball slipped out of my hand. The whole night I was sick of kind of licking my fingers and tasting rosin the whole night. So the only part, I couldn't even get sweat from the back of my head because it wasn't really a warm night. So for me, the only part that was sweaty on me was actually my hair. So I had to take off my hat to be able to try to get any type of, try to get some type of moisture on my hand to try to, mix with the rosin. And so, for me, that's the confusing part is I'm just trying to get a grip of the ball. And you can even watch in that previous at bat, the ball slipped out of my hand, almost drilled somebody in the face.
Did you view his decision as performative or an actual baseball thing?
I don't know. I'm not just going to get into it. It is what it is. Just for me, it's when you look at how the game unfolded and you specifically that at bat, I don't, for me, I don't think I'd have to be an absolute fool to actually use something tonight when everybody's intent is so far high to look for anything. So, it is what it is, whatever, turn the page, move on.
Do you expect the enforcement process to be sustainable like this for the remainder of the season and possibly it calms down and all this kind of levels off? Or are you concerned that events like tonight will happen more frequently?
Oh, we're going to continue to have more events like this happen. As pitchers, evolve to this, and pitchers aren't going to be too happy doing this because we're trying to play by the rules. So it is what it is.
Thank you.
We will go to Jesse Doherty, Washington Post.
Max, when we talked to you last week about just this crackdown coming, you mentioned sort of the fear that a ball could let loose or you wouldn't be able to get grip on a fastball. Is that pitch in that bomb at bat and you talking about tonight being tough for you to get any grip, any kind of sweat? Is that sort of a microcosm of that issue that you discussed with us that kind of could be the problem here?
Yeah, that pitch specifically is the pitch I fear the most. I don't want to throw that pitch. I do never want to throw a ball near somebody's head. And tonight the ball did. Ball obviously was trying. The previous at bat, I was able to get a fastball by him and on an inside fastball, and I was literally trying to throw the same exact pitch, and it slips out of my hand and ends up near his face. I mean, thank God it did not hit him in the face. I don't ever want to put a fastball in somebody's face, but we almost had that tonight. Ball slipped out of my hand.
How are you able to sort of, get through that moment in the fourth and then sort of settle yourself back into the game? You seemed fairly heated when the umps come out, but then you're kind of able to just get back in pretty seamlessly, or I guess how's the next sort of at-bats go for you?
I wasn't heated. I was just trying to show I have absolutely zero on me. I have nothing on me. Check whatever you want. I'll take off all my clothes if you want to see me. I got nothing on me.
Were you saying it was sweat? You look like you're maybe signaling your hair, just kind of trying to say that that's where your only thing you're getting, sweat?
Yeah, the only part that was really sweaty enough on me to be able to grab any type of moisture was on my hair. It wasn't a warm night tonight, so the back of my neck really wasn't that sweaty when I tried to get there. And so for me, the only body part that actually had enough sweat on it was my hair. So, that's fortunate tonight. But I mean, this is going to be dangerous when you're in a cold game and you have no sweat. What will we do then?
And Max, just because this is something maybe people on the outside don't quite understand. So sweat plus rosin can help you with the grip. I know you've explained that, but is that kind of what you're saying here? Is that you're just trying to get that mixture?
Yeah, typically I like to lick my hands. That can kind of get some tack, but like I said, I was using a lot of rosin tonight, so I was eating rosin. So I kind of was like, all right, I don't want to eat rosin. It tastes gross. And so, right. That's where I was like, all right, well, the only sweaty part on me is my hair. And so that's where I was just trying to get that moisture to mix with rosin to try to get any type of tack. But even that wasn't working. I mean, I had zero feel of the baseball tonight whatsoever.
Thank you.
Mark Zuckerman, MassSports.com.
Hey, Max, as annoying as tonight I'm sure was for all of you guys and you in particular, in any way do you think this might help the long-term cause, that maybe people will see this as kind of over the top and say there's maybe a better way to do this than what we saw tonight?
Yeah, hopefully, and hopefully the players across the league understand that what we're doing right now, this is not the answer. I know there's been a lot of guys that I feel like there's a minority group of players here that are, have made it public about how they feel about pitchers and what they're going about. And I completely understand there is a problem with spider attacking the game, and we got to get rid of that. But I also think there's a way to handle this in a better way. We can go to a more enhanced monitoring right now we have monitors in our clubhouses. For the mass police, that's what we have. And, what I've, articulated, one of my solutions that I feel that would be best to handle this is to have those monitors instead of worrying about our mass, to actually be checking the pitchers in between innings. Let those guys examine what guys are, what their hands look like, what substances are they using, how is this manifesting itself, and continue to monitor the situation across the game and how guys, pitch and what they want to, obviously use in their hands. And so for me, that seems to be a more pragmatic approach about how we, can continue to monitor the situation, try to correct the situation before going to zero.
Just as far as the actual game tonight, how did you feel pitching in your first game back, and how significant is this win and what you guys have now done for more than a week?
Yeah, we've been playing good baseball, and tonight again, we were able to get some wheelers tonight. Was able to capitalize on some, nice singles there to be able to, get 3 runs on the board. Just allows me to be aggressive with with their hitters. They did a good job of grinding me and fouling off a lot of pitches. And so, just to be out there trying to pitch and try to, find my way through this. For me, I didn't go out there on full tilt, in the first 3 innings trying to, get a gauge of, how the groin would respond in game. I can throw a bullpen all day long and I can tell you I'm great, but you never truly know how the groin's going to respond to a game situation. So, I wasn't able to finally start getting into my legs and really start going after some fastballs there until the 4th or 5th.
Olivia Garvey, ABC7.
Hey, Max. You weren't the only pitcher to be pretty much questioned tonight. Sergio Romo from the A's was also questioned. He literally took off his belt, almost his pants tonight. I mean, how does it feel for you, a veteran that has pitched for so long, to be essentially called a cheater from another manager?
I don't know. These are Manfred rules. I mean, go ask him, what he wants to do with this. I've said enough. Go ask Alec Baum how he feels about 95 at his face. I don't need to say anything more about this.
David Aldridge, The Athletic.
Max, what's the concern if you go forward and you are in similar situations with the inability to kind of get any tack on the ball? Is that going to impact how you pitch or where you pitch, you think, going forward?
If everybody's on the same playing field, you got to find a way to get over it. Everybody's dealing with this. So, when you're on the mound, you can't make any excuses. You guys got to go through it, compete, and find a way to make pitches and find a way to win a ball game. That was literally my mentality coming in tonight. I mean, everybody's, complaining about it, but, you put that aside and realize what you're here to do, and that's win a ball game. And so for me, I just want to go out there and pitch the best I can in these circumstances and try to execute the pitches that I can. I thought I was going to have trouble with certain pitches or this or that, but just found a way to not prevent. Obviously I gave up a homer, but not try to give up the big run inning. And fortunate enough, I was able to do that.
And we will finish with Maria Torres, The Athletic.
Max, have you guys gotten any kind of indication that perhaps the rules could be changed or the enforcement could be changed, like even this season?
I have no idea. I mean, this is all new to me. You know as much as I do. So, like I said, please go ask MLB about how they feel about this.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Max. You're good. And then I will.